Hello, everyone. My name is Cassie Madigan, and I'm a student from Creighton University. And today I'm going to be doing a presentation on card games. It's something I loved growing up and playing, and something I still love to play today. And so I just wanted to make a presentation about the benefits it has on your mind and your body. It's a great way to pass the time with some family or by yourself during this time if you're still staying home and staying safe. So some of the physical benefits of card games include hand-eye coordination, muscle control, so that includes moving, lifting, or reaching for cards, and muscle strength, so holding that position of the deck in your hand or stabilizing cards as you're moving them around. Sequencing movement is also a physical benefit while playing card games, so thinking about how you're going to move the cards, especially in a complex tasks such as shuffling them. There's a lot of different parts, and you have to make sure you're doing them in the right order. And so playing card games will help you improve that skill. Card games are also considered motivating, fun, and repetitive, and repetition is key while you're trying to develop or continue to work on a skill that you already have. The more repetitions you do for a certain skill, the more likely you are to keep continuing progressing through them. Cognitive benefits of card games include attention to task. So this can be more complicated if you're playing with a large group of people and it gets noisy. That can make it more difficult to focus. And so attention to task is something you can really focus on and develop while you're playing a card game with a bigger group of people. Visual scanning is a great skill that you need while playing cards, making sure you're looking from right to left and left to right, and really analyzing your whole environment, whether that be while you're looking at the deck of cards in your hand or on the table. It's really important to make sure that you're looking at the whole game so you're able to play it to the best of your ability. And then another cognitive benefit for card games includes game rules. Game rules can range from being very simple to really complicated and complex. And so depending on the game, it really helps you organize and adjust to maybe how many players you have, and that changes the rules in the game. And card games help you initiate tasks such as taking turns and learning what's required of you during each turn. And then it also helps with your understanding of a variety of things, such as the cards itself, where an ace can be considered a low number, or in one game, and then another game, an ace can be considered higher than a king. And then in some games, black and white also makes a difference in how you play the game. So learning all those different rules can really help challenge your brain and use that critical thinking. Card games also benefit social participation. So again, learning to take turns and just understanding how each moving part works in a card game. It requires language, maybe words to be said, like go fish, for example. And then replying to each other and having fun while you're playing. So now I'm going to go through some examples of card games. Some you may have heard of and some you haven't. So hopefully you can add these to games you might want to play at home. The first game is pretty simple. It's War. This is a picture of how it might start off. Ideally, it can be played with 2 or 3 people, and the goal is to win all the cards. So to start off, you're going to split the deck evenly among the players. So in this picture, you have 2 players with the deck split evenly. And then each round, each player places 1 card face up in the center, and then the person with the highest card takes the cards from that round. So the person in this example with the 7 of diamonds will take their card back, the 7 and the 2. And then you're just going to repeat that until one player collects the whole deck. And I'll post a video as well of examples on how to play each of these card games. And again, for this game, the goal is to win all of the cards. For Slapjack, you can play with as many players, but at least 2. And the goal, again, is to win all of the cards, but this time by slapping the jacks when they are in the center. So again, you're going to deal all the cards evenly amongst all the players. So in this picture, there's going to be 3 players. And then one of the players put the 5 of diamonds in the middle. And since it's not a jack, they moved on. and you're just going to rotate clockwise, taking turns and placing a card in the center. If it's a jack, the first person to slap the jack will take the whole deck under. And again, the goal is to win all the cards. For this game, Solitaire, you can play just by yourself, and technology has been really great, and now you can play it online to avoid the setup of this game because it can be complicated. You start off by placing one card face up and then the rest face down, and again, I'll show you a video to demonstrate how that's set up, but there will also be a link posted at the end of this presentation to play online as well, because that might be more accessible to others. For the game of memory, this game can be played individually or with a group of people, and the goal is to find the match to all your cards. So in this picture, there are 12 cards face down, which means there are 6 pairs of numbers to find. So example, a pair of 2s or a pair of 4s. And you're gonna play the game by turning over 2 cards at a time, and if they're a match, great. If they're not, you have to flip them back over and then flip over 2 different cards. And your goal is to remember what cards you flipped over where so that you can find the matches. This game is also great for visual scanning, again, to make sure you're analyzing your whole environment and paying attention to things to the left and to the right of you. And here are the sources I talked about, the online solitaire game. And then if you want to play different card games other than the ones I described, this link will take you to a bunch of different card games from the website Bicycle Cards. And they range from easy to difficult and individual or groups. So that's a great link to use if you're looking for something new to play. And here are my references. I hope you had a great time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.